20 months to do this. So thank you very much. For every minute,
Yeah, thank you.
a penny.
Now my timing's thrown.
Good evening. Hi, it's very nice to see you all here this evening. Welcome to the Rangeley Friends of the Arts Lakeside Theater's production of Death of a Salesman. We've got quite a bit coming ahead. Just wanted to get the business out of the way. Exits, there. You know what they're for. Phones, if it's on, turn it off, please. Thank you. The aisles. This evening, the aisles will have some action going on in them. I suggest that you keep yourselves planted. We do have an intermission, a 10-minute intermission after Act 1. So please keep it clear. And I invite you to actually crane your necks around, given an opportunity. There is some action that goes on in the back there, and you may want to witness it. There is a flashing light at the end of Act 2. So if you are affected by flashing lights, my suggestion is that you avert your eyes just for a moment. There's a cast that's about to put on a show for you that has invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, and I cannot tell you how proud I am of having been a part of it. They leave their first job, they go to their second job, and then they put in 3 hours of practice, and they've done it for months. Now they're here to show you what they've put together. And this probably would not be happening, it wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for the impetus of Carolyn Smith, who got the whole thing started. Thank you, Carolyn. Quite the idea, and hopefully we'll make you proud. The playbill, visit with it, our supporters, donors, there's many of them, and without them we would not be here, but mostly we wouldn't be here without you. You are the hardcore supporters of the arts. To come see something like Death of a Salesman, it's a tough play. It's a tough play to watch and witness. Thematically, the acting that goes on, it's challenging. The spectrum of dysfunctionality that we all spring from, and we do, the families that we are a part of, families that we have seen ourselves, it's tough to sit there and then watch it happen right before your very eyes. So thank you very much for being here tonight for this. The backdrops, our playbill, we missed one artist, Walter Mullars. You'll see that one of his backdrops is a country scene. We borrowed it from one of his paintings that we had in our gallery for a month, and he was gracious enough to allow us to use it. The tradition, at least for myself, is we dedicate our shows, and this show is no different. And after having spoken, see, you'll see why it's ironic, because the person that we're dedicating it to just happened to be an English teacher. She left us last month. Good friend, great teacher, supporter of the arts, a dear friend, and we are proud to dedicate this particular show to Dr. Sherry Connolly. Death of a Salesman first appeared on Broadway 70 years ago. Arthur Miller felt that it was important to share with America, post-World War II America, what the American dream means to so many different people, what the American family is, where we come from, and where we're going. So he wrote this play. We all know some incarnation of the Lomans, certainly. People who can go from a squabble to a squall in a matter of seconds. See how Arthur Miller portrays it. By the end of this play, I hope that you love the Lomans as much as I love the Lomans, and find peace by the end. I give you tonight Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman.
It's all right. Came back.
Come on, what happened? Did something happen, Willie?
No.
You didn't smash the car again, did you?
I said nothing happened. Didn't you hear me?
Oh, don't you feel well?
I'm tired. Just couldn't make it, Linda.
Where were you all day? You look terrible.
Got a little Yonkers. Stopped for a cup of coffee. Maybe it was the coffee.
What?
Suddenly,
Yeah.
couldn't drive it. Car kept going off on her shoulder, you understand?
Maybe it's the steering again. I don't think Angelo knows the Studebaker.
No, it's me. Suddenly driving along 60 miles an hour. Can't remember the last 5 minutes. Can't seem to keep my mind.
Oh. Maybe it's your glasses. You never went for your new glasses.
No, I see everything. Drove back 10 miles an hour. It took me nearly 4 hours from here.
Well, you'll just have to take a rest, Willie. You can't continue this way.
I just got back from Florida.
But you didn't rest your mind. Your mind is overactive, and the mind is what counts, dear.
I'll start out in the morning. Maybe I'll feel better in the morning. This goddamn arch supports are killing me.
Well, take an aspirin. Shall I get you an aspirin? It'll soothe you.
Just driving along, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
I was fine. I was even observing the scenery. You can imagine me looking at the scenery on the road every week of my life. It's so beautiful. The trees are warm. The trees are thick. The sun is warm. They even open the windshield and let the warm air basil. And all of a sudden, going off the road. I'm telling you, I absolutely forgot that I was driving. If I had gone the other way, over the white line, I might have killed somebody. So I went on again. 5 minutes later, I'm dreaming again. And nearly... I have such thoughts. I have such strange thoughts.
Willie, dear. Talk to them again. There's no reason why you can't work in New York.
They don't need me in New York. I'm the New England man. I'm vital in New England.
But you're 60 years old, Willie. They can't expect you to keep traveling every week.
I gotta send a wire to Portland. Supposed to meet Brown and Morrison 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Show them the line.
Willie,
God damn it! I can sell them.
Willie, you go down to that place tomorrow and you tell Howard you've simply got to work in New York. You're too accommodating, dear.
If old man Wagner was alive, I'd be in charge of New York right now. That boy of his, that Howard, he don't appreciate it. You know, first time I went north, the wagon company didn't even know where New England was.
Why don't you tell those things to Howard, dear?
I will. I definitely will. Is there any cheese in the house?
Oh, I'll make you a sandwich.
No. No. Go on. I'll take some milk. Boys in?
Oh, they're sleeping. Happy took Biff on a date tonight.
That's so.
It was so wonderful seeing them shaved one behind the other in the bathroom and going out together. Do you notice? The whole house smells of shaving lotion.
Figure it out. Work a lifetime. Pay off our house when we finally own it. There's no one left to live.
Well, dear, life is a casting off. It's always that way.
No. No. Some people accomplish something. Biff say anything when I left this morning?
Oh, you shouldn't have criticized him, Willie, especially after he just got off the train. You mustn't lose your temper with him.
When the hell did I lose my temper? I simply asked if he was making any money. Is that a criticism?
But dear, how could he make any money?
Such an undercurrent. He's become such a moody man. Did he apologize when I left this morning?
Oh, he was crestfallen, Willie. You know how he admires you. I think if he finds himself, then you'll both be happier and not fight anymore.
How can he find himself? On a farm? Is that a life, a farmhand? You know, in the beginning I thought when he's young, it's good for him to tramp around, take a few jobs, but it's been more than 10 years now, and he's yet to make $35 a week.
He is finding himself, Willie.
Not finding himself at the age of 34 is a disgrace. Problem is he's lazy, goddammit.
Willie, please.
Biff is a lazy bum.
They are sleeping.
Why did he come home? I would like to know what brought him home.
I don't know, dear. I think he's still lost. I think he's very, very lost.
Biff Loman is lost. In the greatest country in the world. A man with such personal attractiveness is lost. One thing about that Biff, he's a hard worker. He's not lazy.
Never.
You know, I'll see him in the morning. I'll have a good talk with him. I'll even get him a job selling. Oh, he could be big in no time. My God, remember how they used to follow him around in high school? You'd give one of them a look and their whole faces would light up. He'd walk down the street, just...
Willie, dear, I got a new kind of American-type cheese today. It's whipped.
Why'd you get American when you know I like Swiss?
Well, I just thought you'd like a change.
I don't want to change. I want Swiss cheese. Why am I always being contradicted?
I just thought it would be a surprise.
My God, open a window in here, for God's sake.
They're all open, dear.
The way they box us in here, bricks and windows. Windows and bricks.
We should have bought the land next door.
The street is lined with cars. There's not a breath of fresh air in the neighborhood. The grass don't grow anymore. You can't raise a carrot in the backyard. They should have had a law against apartment houses. My God. Remember those two beautiful elms in the backyard where Biff and I hung a swing between?
Yeah, like being a million miles from the city.
They should have arrested the builder for cutting those down. They massacred the neighborhood. More and more I think of those days. This time of year it was lilacs, wisteria. And then the peonies would come out, and the daffodils. Oh, what fragrance would fill this room.
Well, after all, people had to move somewhere.
Now, there's more people.
Oh, I don't think there's more people.
There's more people. That's what's ruining this country. Population is out of control. The competition is maddening. Smell the stink from that apartment house and the other one over there. How do they whip cheese?
Go and try it. And be quiet.
You're not worried about me, are you, sweetheart?
What's the matter?
Listen,
You've got too much on the ball to worry about, dear.
you're my strength, my foundation.
Just try to relax. You make mountains out of molehills.
I won't fight with him anymore. If he wants to go out to Texas, let him go.
He'll find his way.
Yeah, sure. You know, other men get started later in life. I think, like, for instance, Thomas Edison, maybe, or B.F. Goodrich. One of them was deaf. I'll put my money on Biff.
And Willie, if it's warm Sunday, we'll drive in the country, we'll open the windshield and take lunch.
Windshields don't open on the new cars.
But you opened it today, dear.
Me? I didn't. Isn't that peculiar? Isn't that remarkable?
What, darling?
Isn't that the most remarkable thing?
What, dear?
I was thinking about that Chevy. 1928. When I had that red Chevy. I could have sworn I was driving that Chevy today.
That's nothing. Something must have reminded you.
Remarkable. Remember those days when Biff used to simonize that car? The dealer refused to believe there was 80,000 miles on it. Go on.
Jesus, maybe he smashed up the car again.
Oh, that cheese is on the middle shelf, dear.
He's gonna get his license taken away from him, Biff. If he keeps this up. I'm getting worried about him, no?
His eyes are going.
No, he sees all right. He just doesn't keep his mind on it. I drove with him to the city last week and stops at a green light when it's ready goes.
Maybe he's colorblind.
Huh? Well, he's got the finest eye for color in the business. You know that.
Let's go to sleep.
You're not still sour on Dad, are you?
He's all right, I guess.
Yes, sir. 80,000 miles, 82,000 miles.
You smoking?
Loman?
I can never sleep when I smell it.
What a simonizing job, eh?
Funny, Biff, you know? Us sleeping in here again. The old beds. All the talk that went across these two beds. Our whole lives.
Yeah, a lot of dreams and plans.
500 women would like to know what was said in this room.
You remember that big Betsy something, what the hell was her name? On Bushwick Avenue.
With the collie dog.
That's the one. I got you in there, remember that?
Yeah, that was my first time, I think. There was a pig. You taught me all I know about women. Don't you forget that.
I bet you forget how bashful you used to be, especially with the girls.
Oh, I still am.
Oh, go on.
I just control it, that's all. It seems to me I got less bashful and you got more so. What happened, Biff? Where's the old confidence, the old humor? What's the matter?
Why's Dad always mock me?
He's not mocking.
No, I sense it. Everything I say, there's a twist of mockery in his face. I can't get near him.
He just wants you to make good, that's all. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about Dad for a while now. Something's happening to him. He talks to himself.
Yeah, I noticed that this morning, but he always mumbled.
But never so noticeable. It got so embarrassing I had to send him to Florida. And you want to know something? Most of the time he's talking to you.
What's he say about me?
I can't make it out.
Oh, come on, what's he say?
I think it has to do with the fact that you're not settled yet, that you're so up in the air.
There are one or two other things depressing about me.
What do you mean?
I just don't lay it all to me.
I just think if you got started. I mean, is there any future for you out there?
I don't know what the future is. I don't know what I'm supposed to want.
What do you mean?
Well, I spent 6 or 7 years after high school trying to work myself up. Shipping clerk, salesman, business of one kind or another, and it's a measly manner of existence. To get on that subway in the mornings in the hot summer, to devote your whole life to keeping stock or making phone calls or buying or selling. To suffer 50 weeks out of the year just for the sake of a 2-week vacation when all you really desire is to be outdoors with your shirt off. And to always have to get ahead of the next fella. But still, that's how you build a future.
But you're content on a farm. Do you enjoy it out there?
I've had 20 or 30 different jobs since I left home before the war. It always turns out the same. I just realized it lately. In Nebraska, when I herded cattle, and the Arizona and the Dakotas, and now in Texas. That's why I come home now, I guess. I just realized it. And this farm I work on, there's about 15 new colts, see? There's nothing more inspiring or beautiful than the sight of a mare and a new colt. And it's cool there. See, Texas is cool and it's spring. Whenever spring comes to where I am, I suddenly get the feeling, my God, I'm not getting anywhere. What the hell am I doing playing around with horses? $28 a week. I'm 34 years old. I ought to be making my future. That's when I come running home. And as soon as I get here, I don't know what to do with myself. I've always made a point of not wasting my life. And every time I come back here, I know that all I've done is to waste my life.
You're a poet, Biff. You know that? You're an idealist.
No, I'm mixed up very bad. Maybe I ought to get married. Maybe I ought to get stuck into something. Maybe that's my trouble. I'm like a boy. I'm not married. I'm not in business. I'm like a boy. Are you content? You're a success, aren't you? Are you content?
Hell no.
Why not? You're making money, aren't you?
All I gotta do now is wait for the merchandising manager to die. And suppose I get to be merchandising manager. He's a good friend of mine. Built himself a terrific estate out on Long Island and lived there for 2 months and then sold it. And now he's building another one. He can't enjoy it once it's finished. But I know that's exactly what I would do. I don't know why the hell I'm even working. Sometimes I sit in my apartment all alone and I think of the rent I'm paying and it's crazy. And it's what I always wanted. My own place, car, plenty of women. Still, goddammit, I'm lonely.
Hey, why don't you come out west with me?
You and I, huh?
Oh, sure, we could buy a ranch, raise some cattle, use our muscles. Men built like we are should be working out in the open.
Loman brothers, huh?
Oh, sure, we'd be known all throughout the counties.
Biff, that's what I dream about. You know, sometimes I just want to rip off my clothes in the middle of the store and outbox the goddamn merchandising manager. I mean, I can outbox, outrun, outlift anybody, and still I have to take orders from those petty sons of bitches till I can't stand it anymore.
Hey, listen, kid, if you were with me out there, I'd be happy.
Everyone around me's so false, Biff, that I'm constantly lowering my ideals.
Maybe together we'd stand up for one another. We'd have someone to trust.
But if I were with you...
The trouble is, we weren't brought up to grub for money. I don't know how to do it.
Neither do I!
Let's go.
The only thing is, what can you make out there?
Yeah, but look at your friend. He builds an estate and the peace of mind to live in it.
Yes, but when he enters the store, the waves part in front of him. That's $52,000 a year coming through that revolving door, and I've got more of my pinky than he's got in his head.
Yeah, but you just said...
Yes, but I have to show those self-important, pompous executives down there that half Loman can make the grade. I want to walk in the store the way he walks in. And then I'll go with you. We'll be together again, I swear. I got my car. But take those two we had tonight. Weren't they gorgeous creatures?
Yeah, most gorgeous I had in years.
I get that anytime I want, Biff, whenever I'm disgusted. The only problem is it gets to be like bowling or something. I just keep knocking them over and it doesn't mean anything. Still run around?
Nah, I'd like to find a girl. Somebody steady, with substance, you know?
That's what I long for.
Oh, go on, you'd never come home.
I would. Someone with resistance, with character. Like Mom, you know? You're gonna call me a bastard when I tell you this, but that girl Charlotte I was with tonight, she's engaged to be married in 5 weeks.
No kidding.
Yeah. The guy's in the line for the vice presidency of the store. I don't know what gets into me. Maybe I have an overdeveloped sense of competition or something. But I ruined her. Furthermore, I can't get rid of her. And that's the third executive I've done that to this week. Isn't that a crummy characteristic? And to top it all off, I go to their weddings. Like I'm not supposed to take bribes. Manufacturers offer me $100 bills to throw an order their way. You know how honest I am. But it's like this girl, see? I hate myself for it because I don't want her, but still, I take her and I love it.
Let's go to sleep, huh?
It didn't settle anything, huh?
Well, I think I just got one idea I'm gonna try.
Yeah, and what's that?
You remember Bill Oliver?
Oliver? Yeah, sure, he's big now. You don't want to work for him again, do you?
No, but when I quit, he said something to me. He put his arm on my shoulder. He said, Biff, if you ever need anything, come to me.
I remember that. That sounds nice.
Yeah, I think I'll go see him. If I could get $10,000 or $7,000 or $8,000, boy, I could buy a beautiful ranch.
I bet he'd back you. I mean, he always thought highly of you, Biff. They all did. You're well liked. That's why I say come back here. You can live with me, and I'm telling you, get any baby you want.
No. With a ranch, I can still do the work I like and still be something. I just wonder though, I wonder if Oliver still thinks I stole that carton of basketballs.
Probably forgot that was, what, 10 or 12 years ago? You're too sensitive. Anyways, he didn't really fire you.
Well, I think he was going to. I think that's why I quit. I was never sure whether he knew or not. I know he thought the world of me though. I was the only one he'd let lock up the place.
You gonna wash the engine, Biff?
Shh, do you hear that?
Do you know Mom can hear that?
Don't get your sweater dirty, Biff.
Isn't that terrible? Don't leave again, will you? You'll find something here. You've got to stick around. It's getting embarrassing and I don't know what to do with him.
What a simonizing job.
Mom is hearing that.
Wonderful. You got a date, Biff?
Go to sleep, but have a talk with him in the morning.
With her in the house. Brother.
I wish you would have a talk with him.
That's selfish, stupid.
Just go to sleep, Biff.
You just want to be careful with those girls, Biff. That's all. As a girl, you know, they'll believe everything you tell them. And you're too young. You're too young to be talking seriously to girls. Too young entirely, Biff. You want to focus on your schooling first. And when that's all set, there'll be plenty of girls for a boy like you. That's so. They pay for you? Wow, you must be really making a hit. No wonder you polish the car so careful. Don't forget the hubcaps, boys. Put the chamois to the hubcaps. Use newspapers on the windows, Hap. Easiest thing to do. Biff, show them how to do it. You see, Hap? Pad it up. That's right. Make it into a pad. That's right. That's right. Doing all right, Hap. Biff, first thing when we get a chance, I want to clip that big branch that's up over the house. Get some rope, sling her around, climb on up with a couple of saws, take her down. As soon as you're finished, boys, I got a surprise for you. Come see me.
What do you got, Dad?
No. Finish first. Never leave a job till you're finished. You know, Biff, last week up in Albany, I saw a beautiful hammock. When I go up there next time, gonna buy it, bring it home, hang it between those two elms. Boy, swinging out between those two elms there, won't that be something, boy? That one.
Hey, how's that, Pop? A professional?
Oh, yeah, terrific work, boys, terrific work.
What's the
Good
surprise,
job.
Pop?
It's in the back seat of the car.
Boy!
Hey, tell me, Pop, what'd you buy?
Nah, never you mind. It's something I knew you'd want.
Hey, what is it, Hap?
It's a punching bag!
Oh, Pop!
It's got Gene Tunney's signature on it.
How'd you know we wanted a punching
It's
bag?
a fine sake for the timing, isn't it?
I'm losing weight, Pop. You notice?
Jumping rope's good too.
Yeah, you didn't see the new football I got.
Hey, where'd you get the new ball?
Coach told me to practice my passing.
He gave you the new ball, huh?
Well, I borrowed it from the locker room.
You better return that.
I told you he wouldn't like it.
Okay, I'm bringing it back.
He gotta practice with a regulation ball, doesn't he? Coach must have congratulated you on your initiative.
Coaches congratulate me on my initiative all the time, Pop.
You know why? Because he likes you. Someone else had done that, been an uproar. So what's the report, boys? What's the report?
Where'd you go this time, Dad? We were awful lonesome for you.
Lonesome, man.
Oh, missed you every minute.
Oh. Tell you a secret, boys. I'll breathe it to a soul. Someday I'm gonna have my own business. I'll never have to go on the road again.
Like Uncle Charlie.
No. Bigger than Uncle Charlie. So Uncle Charlie's not liked. Well, he's liked, but he's not well liked.
So, where'd you go this time, Pop?
So I went north to Providence, got on the road up there, met the mayor
The mayor of Providence?
in the hotel lobby.
Oh, what'd he say?
He said, good morning. And I said, morning, Mayor. And we sat down and had coffee. Then I went on to Waterbury. Fine city. Clock city. Big, famous Waterbury clock, you know. Sold a nice bill there. On to Boston. Cradle of the Revolution. Fine city. Couple of towns in Mass. Portland, and Bangor. Straight home.
Gee, I'd like to go with you sometime.
As soon as summer comes.
Promise?
Sure, it's a lot of beautiful towns, boys. You happen I, because America's got beautiful towns and fine, upstanding people. And I'm known up and down New England. And when we go up there, open the doors, it'll be open sesame for all of us, each and every one. And because you want to know why, boys? Because I've got friends. I park my car in any street in New England, cops protect it like their own. This summer, eh?
You bet.
We'll bring our bathing suits.
And we'll carry your bags for you, Pop.
Oh, won't that be something? Me going walking into Boston stores with you boys carrying my bags.
Oh.
Nervous about the game, boy?
Not if you're gonna be there, Pop.
What do they say about you now that you're captain?
There's a line of girls behind him every time the classes change.
Hey, this Saturday, Pop, this Saturday just for you, I'm gonna break through for a touchdown.
You're supposed to pass.
Hey, I'm taking one play for Pop. Hey, you watch me, Pop. When I take my helmet off, it means I'm breaking out. You can watch me crash through that line.
Wait till I tell them about this in Boston.
Biff, where are you? You're supposed to study with me today.
Bernard, look at Bernard. Why are you such an anemic?
He's got to study, Uncle Willie. He's got Regents next
Come
week.
on, Bernard, let's box.
Biff! Biff, listen. Mr. Birnbaum says if you don't start studying, he's going to flunk you and you won't graduate.
Oh, you better
I
go.
heard him.
Better go with him, Biff.
Oh, Dad, you didn't see my sneakers.
That's some fine lettering.
Just because he's got University of Virginia printed on his sneakers doesn't mean they've got to graduate him, Uncle Willie.
What are you talking about, Bernard? 3 colleges that want him, they're gonna flunk him?
But I heard Mr. Birnbaum say...
Don't be such a pest, Bernard. What an anemic.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you in my house, Biff.
Bernard's not well liked, is he?
Oh, well, he's liked, but he's not well liked.
That's right, Pop.
See, that's what I've been telling you boys. You know, Bernard might get the finest grades in school, you understand. And, you know, but when you get out in the business world, you understand, you boys are going to be 5 times better. Because I thank Almighty God that you two are built like Adonises. Because a man who creates personal interest, a man who has great likeness, is a man that will succeed. Be liked and you will never want. Take for me, for instance. When I walk into a store, they put me right through. Willy Loman's here! No questions asked. Right through.
Hey, did you knock him dead, Pop?
Oh, knocked him cold in Providence, slide him in Boston.
I'm losing weight, Pop. You notice.
Hello, dear.
Sweetheart.
Oh, how are you?
Great. Hey, boys, just gonna let your mother carry the washing.
Hey, grab hold there, boy.
Where to, Mom?
Oh, hang them up in the line.
So I was selling thousands,
Oh,
thousands,
how
but I
much
had to come home.
Yeah, well, the whole block will be at the game. Did you sell anything?
I sold 500 gross in Providence, 700 gross in Boston.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a pencil here. That makes your commission 200, my God, $212.
Well, I hadn't figured it out yet.
Oh, well, how much did you do?
I did about 180 gross in Providence. No, a little over 200 for the whole trip.
200 gross.
I
That's,
understand. I would have sold more, but you know, 3 of the stores were half closed for inventory in Boston. Otherwise, I'd have broken records.
oh, well, it makes $70 and some pennies. That's very good.
Yeah. What do we owe?
Well, on the first is $16 on the refrigerator.
Why 16?
Well, the fan belt broke, so that was $1.80.
But it's brand new.
Well, the man said that's just the way it is until they work themselves in, you know.
hope we didn't get stuck with this machine.
They get the biggest ads of any of them.
Yeah, true. It's a well-advertised machine. What else?
Let's see. There is $9.60 on the washing machine and $3.50 for the vacuum. Then the roof. You got $21 remaining.
It don't leak, does it?
Oh no, they did a wonderful job. And then you owe Frank for the carburetor.
God, I'm not gonna pay that man. Goddamn Chevrolet. They should prohibit the manufacturing of that car.
Well, you owe him $3.50, and odds and ends comes to around $120 by the 15th.
$120. I don't know what I'm gonna do if business doesn't pick up.
Well, next week you'll do better.
Oh, sure, I'll knock him dead next week. I'm gonna go to Hartford. I'm very well liked in Hartford. You don't seem to take to me.
What? Don't be foolish.
Oh, you know, when I go in, they seem to laugh at me.
Why? Why would they laugh at you, Willie?
I don't know. I've just not noticed. They just don't seem to get it.
Darling, you're the handsomest man in the world.
I know, but you know, other men work. It takes them. I work 10 to 12 hours. Other men, they do it easier. You know, it's. I talk too much. You know, other men, man ought to be a few words. You know, a man like Charlie. Charlie's a man of few words. People respect him.
You don't talk too much. You're just lively.
Oh, I figure, what the hell, you know, tell a few jokes.
Why?
I joke too much.
Oh. Willie, darling, you're the handsomest man in the world.
Oh, no, Linda.
Oh, to me, you are the handsomest. And few men are idolized by their children the way you are.
You're a pal, you know that. You know, on the road sometimes I just want to kiss the life out of you. I get so lonely, you understand? Especially when business is bad. I'm afraid I can't sell anything and not to be able to do business with boys or for you, and you know, I just can't make it.
You didn't make me, Willie. I made you.
You bit me, huh?
I did. I've been sitting at that desk watching all the salesmen go by day in and day out. You've got a sense of humor. And we do have a good time together, don't we?
No, why do you have to go?
It's 2 o'clock.
No, come on in.
My sisters will be scandalized. When will you be back?
Oh, 2 weeks about. Will you come up again?
Oh, sure thing. You make me laugh. It's good for me. And I think you're a wonderful man.
You picked me up.
I did. Because you're so sweet. And you're such a hitter.
All right. See you in 2 weeks. I'll be back in Boston.
I'll send you right through to the buyers.
Sure, well, bottoms up.
Really, you kill me. You just kill me. And thanks for the stockings. I love a lot of stockings. Good night.
Good night. Keep your pores open.
Oh, Willie.
Oh, Willie, the handsomest. You've got no reason to feel that way.
Oh, Linda, I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Well, there's nothing to make up, dear. You're doing
What?
fine.
What's that?
I'm just mending my stockings.
I won't have you men in stock in this house, and I'll throw them out.
Where is he? If he doesn't study.
You'll give him the answers.
I do, but I can't on the Regents. That's a state exam. They're liable to arrest me.
Where is he? I'll whip him.
And
I'll whip him.
He better give back that football, Willie. It's not nice.
Where is he? Why is he taking things? I'll whip him.
He's driving the car without a license.
Shut up.
He's too rough with the girls, Willie. All the mothers are afraid of him.
Shut up.
Mr. Birnbaum says he's stuck up.
Get out of here.
All
If he
the
doesn't
mothers.
buckle down, he'll flunk mad.
Go. Get out of here.
He's right, Willie.
What's the matter?
You've got to tell that boy to buckle down.
You wanted to be a worm like Bernard? He's got personality, spirit. Why is he taking everything? Why is he stealing? Why is he stealing? I've only taught him decent things.
Shh, come on, Pop. Let's go to bed.
Why does she wax the floors herself? Every time she waxes the floors, she keels over. She knows that.
Take it easy. What brought you back tonight?
I had an awful scare when a car nearly hit a kid in Yonkers. Oh, man. Why didn't I go to Alaska with that man? He was a genius. He was success incarnate. Why didn't I go? What a mistake.
Well, there's no use in trying to fix the past.
You guys. There's a man who had clothes on. Started with clothes on his back, ended up owning diamonds.
Boy, I'd like to know how he did it.
What's the mystery? The man knew what he wanted. He walked into the jungle, and at the age of 21, he came out, and he was rich. You can't crack an oyster open on a mattress.
Pop, I told you, I'm going to retire you for life.
You'll retire me for life. On $70 goddamn dollars a week. With your women, and your car, and your apartment, and you'll retire me for life. God's sakes, you nearly, you can't drive a car anymore.
Everything all right?
Yeah, Charlie. Everything's fine.
What's the matter?
Ah, heard some noise. I thought something happened. Can we do something about these walls? You sneeze in here, and my house hats blow off.
Come on, Dad, let's go to bed.
You go on up. I can't sleep.
Take it easy, Pop.
What are you doing up?
Couldn't sleep good. Had a heartburn.
You don't have
I ate with my mouth.
You're ignorant. You don't know about vitamins and things like that.
Come on, let's shoot. Yeah, I'll tire you out.
Got cards.
Yeah, I got them. Someplace. Yeah. So, what is it about them vitamins?
Build up your bones. Chemistry.
Chemistry. Except there's no bones and a heartburn.
What are you talking about? You don't know the first thing about what you're talking about.
Get insulted.
Don't talk about something you know nothing about.
So, what are you doing home?
A little trouble with the car.
Yeah. I'd like to make a trip to California.
Don't say.
You want a job?
I got a job. Why do you keep asking if I want a job?
Don't get insulted.
Don't insult me.
Don't see no sense in it. You don't have to go on this way.
I've got a good job. What do you keep coming in here for?
You want me to leave?
I don't understand it. Wants to go back to Texas. What the hell?
Let him go.
Got nothing for him, Chuck. Clean.
He won't starve. None of them starve. Forget about it.
What have I got to remember?
You take it too hard. Hell with it. When a deposit bottle is broke, you don't get your nickel back.
Easy enough for you to say.
That ain't easy for me to say.
You see the ceiling I put up in the living room?
Yeah, that's a piece of work. To put up a ceiling is a mystery to me. How do you do it?
What's the difference?
Well, talk about it.
What, you're gonna put up a ceiling?
How can I put up a ceiling?
Then what the hell are you asking me for?
You're insulted again.
A man who doesn't know how to use tools is not a man. You're disgusting.
Don't call me disgusting, lady.
Feeling a little tired here.
Good.
That's funny. For a second there, you remind me of my brother Ben.
I only have a few minutes. So you never heard from him again since that time?
Did anyone ever tell you? We got a letter from his wife 2 weeks ago. He died.
And so this is Brooklyn. Maybe you're in for some of his money.
Nah, he had 7 sons.
I must make a train, William. There are several properties I am looking at in Alaska.
Sure. If I only gone to Alaska, things would be totally different.
Oh, I need a froze to death up there.
What are you talking about?
Opportunity is tremendous in Alaska, William. I am surprised that you're not up there.
Sure, tremendous.
Huh?
I was the only man I ever met who knew all the answers.
How are you all?
Fine.
Yeah, you're pretty sharp tonight. Is Mother living with you?
No, she died long ago.
That's too bad. Fine specimen of a lady mother. I had hoped to see the old girl. Who died? Heard anything from Father, have you?
What do you mean who died?
What are you talking about? William, it's 8:30.
That's my build.
I believe
You're not going to play the game right. I'm not going to waste my money on you.
my ace, for God's sake.
I'm through.
So when did Mother die?
Long ago. From the beginning, you didn't know how to play cards.
All right. Next time, I'll bring a deck with 5 aces.
I don't play that kind of game.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ignoramus.
So you're William.
Ben, I've been waiting for you so long. What's the answer? How did you do it?
Oh, there's a story behind that.
Hey, is this Ben?
Well, hello, my dear.
Well, where have you been all these years? Willie's always wondered where you...
Where's Dad? Did you find him?
Well, I don't know how much you remember.
Well, I was 3 or 4 years old.
3 years and 11 months.
What a memory, Ben.
William, I have many enterprises and I have never kept books.
Let's see, I remember sitting under a wagon, was it Nebraska?
Oh, it was South Dakota, and I gave you a bunch of wildflowers.
Yeah, that's right. And then I saw you, remember you walking down some open road.
Oh, yes. I went to Alaska to look for Father.
You find him? Where is he?
Well, at that age, I had a very faulty view of geography. And I determined, after a few days, that I was headed due south. And instead of Alaska, I ended up in Africa.
Africa?
The Gold Coast.
Well, diamond mines, principally.
Diamond mines?
Yes, my dear. I've only got a few minutes.
No. Boys! Come here, boys! This is your Uncle Ben, a great man. Tell him, Ben.
Well, boys, when I was 17, I walked into the jungle. When I was 21, I walked up. And by God, I was rich.
See what I've been telling you, boys? The greatest things can happen.
Yes, I have an appointment Tuesday next in Ketchikan.
Ben, tell them about Father. I want my boys to know what kind of stock that we spring from. All I remember, of course, is a man with a big beard and sitting on Mama's lap around the fire and some kind of high music.
Yes, the flute. He played the flute.
That's right, the flute.
Yes, Father was a very great and very wild-hearted man. We would start in Boston, and he'd toss the family in the back of that wagon, and he would drive that team right across the country, through Ohio, and Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, and all those western states. we'd stop in the towns and sell the flutes that he made along the way. A great inventor, Father. Why, with one little gadget, he made more in a week than a man like you will make in a lifetime.
Well, that's the way I'm teaching them, Ben. Rugged, well-liked, all around.
Yes, well, go ahead. Hey, right.
Go ahead.
no, sir.
Go ahead. Go for it. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Give it to him. Go.
Never fight fair with a stranger, boy. You will never get out of the jungle that way. It was an honor and a pleasure to meet you.
Have a nice trip.
Yes, well, good luck with your, what do you do?
Oh, selling.
Yes, well,
Well, I know it's Brooklyn, Ben, but we hunt out here too.
really?
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. I mean, we got snakes and rabbits. I mean, that's the reason we moved out here. I mean, why Biff here, he can fell a tree like anyone. In fact, boys, run next door to where that apartment house at the Billy and get some sand. We're gonna rebuild that front stoop right now. Watch this,
Yes,
Ben.
sir. On the double, Hap. Come on.
I lost weight, Pop. You notice?
You know what, Ben? Last week, I gave, they went out and got at least a dozen of those 6x10.
Silly, Willie, if they steal any more from that building site, the watchman's gonna put the cops on them.
I gave them hell, you understand. But, I got a couple of fearless characters there.
Jails are full of fearless characters, Willie.
Yes, and the stock exchange, Frank.
Where the hell are the rest of your pants?
My wife bought them.
Give him a golf club, you can go upstairs and go to sleep. Great athlete. Between him and his son Bernard, they can't even hammer a nail.
The watchman's chasing Biff.
What? What is he doing? Doesn't matter, don't worry about it.
Nervy boy.
Oh, nerves of iron.
Don't know what it is. Mind the wingman man comes back. He's bleeding. They murdered him up there.
It's because I've got contacts, Charlie. Important contacts.
Glad to hear it, Willie. You come in later, shoot some casino. I'll take some of that Portland money.
Business is bad. It's murderous, but not for me, of course.
I will stop on my way back to Africa.
No, Ben, couldn't you stay a few days? I mean, you're just what I need. I've got a fine position with a firm and everything, but, I was just a baby when my father left, and I still feel kind of temporary about myself.
I'll be late for my train.
But Ben, can we talk? Those boys will go through the gates of hell for me,
William, you are being first rate with your boys. Outstanding, manly chaps.
Ben, that's good to hear. Because I want to make sure I'm teaching them right. Ben, how should I teach them?
William, when I was 17, I walked into the jungle. When I was 21, I walked out. And by God, I was rich. Rich!
Was rich. That's just the spirit I'm trying to imbue in them. I was right. I was right. I was right.
Willie? Willie, dear?
I was right.
Willie? Did you have some cheese?
Gotta break your neck to see a star in this yard.
It's very late, dear. Are you coming in?
Where is that diamond watch fob? Years ago when Ben came from Africa, he brought me a watch fob with a diamond.
Oh, well, you pawned that, dear, 12, 13 years ago for Biff's radio correspondence course.
That was a beautiful thing. I think I'll go for a walk.
But you're in your slippers, Willie.
I was right. I was.
But in your slippers, Willie!
What a man. That was a man worth talking to.
What is he doing out there?
Shh.
God almighty, Mom. How long has he been doing this for?
Don't, he'll hear you.
What the hell's the matter with him?
It'll pass by morning.
Shouldn't we do anything?
Oh, my dear, you should do a lot of things, but there's nothing to do. Go to sleep.
I've never heard him so loud before, Mom.
Well, come around more often, you'll hear him.
Hey, why didn't you write me about this?
Oh, how could I write you? For over 3 months, you had no address.
Well, I was on the move, but you know I thought of you all the time. You know that, don't you, pal?
I know, dear, I know, but he likes to have a letter just to know that there's still a possibility for better things.
Well, he's not like this all the time, is he?
Well, it's when you come home, he's always the worst.
When I come home?
When you write you're coming, he's all smiles, and he's just wonderful. But then the closer you seem to come, he gets shaky, and then by the time you get here, he's argumentative, and he seems angry at you. I think it's just that he can't bring himself to open up to you. Why are you so hateful to each other? Why is that?
I'm not hateful, Mom.
Well, you no sooner walk through that door and you're fighting.
Well, I don't know, Mom. I mean to change, you understand?
Well, are you home to stay now?
Well, I don't know. I want to look around, and see what's doing.
Well, Biff, you can't look around all your life, can you?
I can't take hold, Mom. I can't take hold of some kind of life.
Biff, a man is not a bird to come and go with the springtime.
Your hair, it got so gray.
Oh, it's been gray since you were in high school. I just stopped dyeing it, that's all.
Well, dye it again, will ya? I don't want my pal looking old.
Oh, you are such a boy. You think you can go away for a year, and you've got to get it into your head that one day you'll knock on that door and there'll be strange people here.
Oh, what are you talking about, Mom? You're not even 60.
What about your father?
I meant him too.
He admires Pop.
No, Biff, you can't just come to see me.
Well, sure I can.
No, because I love him, and he's the dearest man in the world to me, and I won't have anyone making him feel unwanted and low and blue. You've got to make up your mind now, darling.
Hey, Triple!
What the hell is the matter with him?
Don't go near him.
Stop making excuses for him. He always wiped the floor with you. Never an ounce of respect for you.
He always had respect for
Oh,
her.
what do you know about it?
Just don't call him crazy, that's all.
The man's got no character. Charlie wouldn't do this, not in his own house, spewing that kind of vomit from his mind.
Charlie doesn't have to deal with what he's got to.
People are worse off than Willy Loman, believe me. I've seen him.
Oh, then make Charlie your father, Biff. You can't do that, can you? I am not saying he's a great man. Willy Loman never made a lot of money. His name was never in the paper. He's not the finest character, but he's a human being, and a terrible thing is happening to him. So attention must be paid. He's not to be allowed to fall into his grave like an old dog. Attention! Attention must finally be paid to such a person. And you call him crazy.
I didn't mean it like
No,
that.
a lot of people think he's lost his balance. But you don't need to be very smart to know what his trouble is. The man is exhausted.
Sure.
He works for a company 36 years this March. He opens up unheard of territories to their trademark, and now in his old age, they take his salary away.
I didn't know that, Mom.
Oh, you never asked, my dear. Now that you get your spending money someplace else, you don't trouble your mind with them.
But I gave you money last
Christmas time, $50. To fix the hot water costs $97.50. For 5 weeks, he's been on straight commission like a beginner, an unknown. He used to be able to make 6, 7 calls a day in Boston. Now he takes his valises out of the car, puts them back in, and takes them out, and he's exhausted. He drives 700 miles, and when he gets there, no one knows him anymore. No one welcomes him. And what goes through a man's mind driving 700 miles home without having earned a cent? Why shouldn't he talk to himself? Why not? When he has to go to Charlie's and borrow $50 a week and pretend to me that that's his pay, why shouldn't he talk to himself? And he's got a son who's nothing but a philandering bum.
Mom!
That is all you are, my baby. And you, what happened to the love you had for him? You were such pals. I used to talk to him on the phone every night. How lonely he was until he could come home to you.
All right, I'll stay here in my room. I'll get a job. I'll just keep away from him, that's all.
No, you can't stay here and fight all the time.
He's the one who threw me out of this house, remember that?
And why did he do that? I never knew why.
Because I know he's a fake and he doesn't like anyone around who knows it.
A fake in what way? What do you mean?
Just don't lay it all to my feet. It's between him and me, that's all I gotta say. I'll chip in from now on. He'll settle for half my paycheck. He'll be all right. Now, I'm going to bed.
He won't be all right.
I hate this city and I'll stay here. Now, what do you want?
He's dying, Biff.
Why is he dying?
He's been trying to kill himself.
How?
Oh, I live from day to day, boys.
What are you talking about?
Remember I wrote to you that he smashed up the car in February.
Well?
It seems that the insurance inspector came and it seems that all these accidents in the last year weren't accidents.
How can they tell that? That's a lie.
It seems there's a woman and this
What woman?
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What did you say?
No, I just said what woman?
What about her?
Well, it seems she was walking down the street. She saw his car. She said he wasn't driving fast at all. He didn't skid. She said he came to that little bridge and deliberately smashed into the railing. And it was only the shallowness of the water that saved him.
No, I'm sure he just fell asleep again.
I don't think he fell asleep.
But why not?
No, boys, it's so hard to say a thing like this. He's just a big stupid man to you, but I tell you, there's more good in him than in many other people. The lights blew out. I was looking for a fuse, and I went down the cellar. And behind the fuse box, it happened to fall out. It was a length of rubber pipe, just short.
No kidding.
There's a little attachment on the end of it, and I knew right away, and sure enough, on the bottom of the water heater, there's a new little nipple on the gas pipe.
Jerk!
Did you have it taken off so he can't try killing himself?
I'm ashamed to. How can I insult him that way? How can I even mention it to him? Every day I go down and I take away that little rubber pipe, but when he comes home, I put it right back where it was. I don't know what to do. I tell you, I live from day to day, boys. It sounds so old-fashioned and silly, but I know every thought in his mind, and well, he's put his whole life into you, and you've turned your backs on him. Biff, I swear to God, Biff, his life is in your hands.
How do you like that, damn fool?
All right, pal, all right. It's all settled now. I've been remiss. I know that, Mom. I'll stay here and I'll apply myself, I swear. It's just, Mom, you see, I don't fit in business. And not that I won't try. I'll try it and I'll make good.
Sure you will. The problem with you in business is you never tried to please people.
I know.
Like when you worked at Harrison's. Bob Harrison said you were tops, and then you go do a damn fool thing like whistling whole songs in the elevator like a comedian.
So what? I like to whistle sometimes.
Don't raise a guy to a responsible job who whistles in the elevator.
Don't argue about it now.
Like when you go off and take a swim in the middle of the day when you were supposed to be taking the liner out.
You like to run off, don't you? You take off on a nice summer day?
Yes, but I cover myself.
Boys.
If I'm going to take a fade, the boss can call any number of where I'm supposed to be, and they'll swear to him that I just left. And I'll say something I hate to say, Biff, but in the business world, most of them think you're crazy.
Oh, screw the business
Great,
world.
screw it, but cover yourself.
I don't care what they think. They've laughed at Dad for years. You know why? Because we don't belong in this nut house of a city. We should be mixing cement on some open plain or carpenters. A carpenter is allowed to whistle.
A carpenter.
Even your grandfather was better than a carpenter. You never grew up. And I can assure you, Bernard doesn't whistle in an elevator.
Yeah, but you do, Pop.
I've never in my life whistled in an elevator. And who in the business world thinks I'm crazy?
Well, no, I didn't mean it like that. Don't go make a whole thing out of it, will ya?
Go back to the West. Be a cowboy. Be a carpenter. Enjoy yourself.
Willie, he was just saying.
I heard what he said.
Come on now, Pop.
They laugh at me, huh? Go to Filene's. Go to the Hub. Go to Sliders in Boston. Shout out the name Willy Loman. See what happens, big shot.
All right, Dad.
Big.
All right.
Why do you always insult me?
I didn't say a word. Did I say a word?
He didn't say anything, Willie.
All right. Good night. If you get bored tomorrow, why don't you go ahead and paint the ceiling?
I'm leaving early
It's
tomorrow.
just decided.
He's going to see Bill Oliver, Pop.
Oliver? What?
Well, he always said he'd stake me. I'd like to go into business, so maybe I can take him up on it.
Isn't that wonderful?
Don't interrupt. What's so wonderful about it? 50 men in this city would stake you. Sporting goods?
Well, I guess so. I know something about it, and
You know something about sporting goods. You know more about sporting goods than Spalding himself. How much has he given you?
well, I don't know. I haven't. got
What
to
are you
see-
talking about?
I'm just
then?
telling you, I'm going to.
Oh,
see
you're
the-
counting your chickens
Oh,
again.
Jesus, I'm going to.
Don't curse in this house.
Since when did you get so clean?
Wait.
Don't use this language in this house.
Wait a minute.
We'll stand for it.
I have an idea. I have a feasible idea. Come here, Biff. Let's talk this over now. Let's talk some sense here. Last time I was in Florida, I had a terrific idea on how to sell sporting goods, and it just came back to me. You and I, we have a line, see? The Loman line. We trained for a couple weeks. We put up a couple of exhibitions, see?
That's an idea.
Wait. We formed two teams. One basketball team, one water polo team. We play each other. It's $1 million worth of publicity. Two brothers, the Loman brothers. Displays in the Royal Palms, all the hotels. The banner over the ring and court, Loman brothers. Maybe we could sell sporting goods.
That's $1 million idea.
Marvelous.
I'm in great shape as far as that's concerned, Captain.
And the best part of it is you wouldn't get fed up with it, Biff. We'd be out playing ball again.
Oh, that is.
$1 million.
And it wouldn't be like a business. It'd be the family again, the old honor, the old comradeship. And if you wanted to go off and swim in the middle of the day, you could. Without some smart cookie getting up ahead of you.
You boys, lick the world. You can absolutely lick the civilized world.
I'll see Oliver tomorrow. If we could work that out.
Maybe things are beginning.
Now, don't wear a sports jacket and slap.
No, I'll wear a.
A business suit. And be serious. Walk in calm.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did like me. He always liked me.
Oh, we
Will
love
you
you.
stop? Now, be serious. You're not applying for a boy's job. Your money is the tax. Fine, quiet, and serious. Everybody likes a kid, but no one likes a money.
I'll try to get to myself, Biff. I'm sure I can.
You boys, I think your troubles are over. You know, start big and you'll end big. Ask for 15. How much are you going to ask for?
Oh, gee, I don't know.
Don't use the word G. G is a boy's word. A man going in for $15,000 doesn't use the word G.
Yeah, but 10 I think would be top, though.
Don't be so modest. You always undersold yourself. You know, don't look worried. Walk in, tell a couple of your stories, be relaxed. Because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Personality carries the day.
Oliver,
Will you let me talk?
Hey, don't yell at her all the time, will you, Pop?
I was talking, wasn't I?
I don't like you yelling at her all
What,
the
you
time.
taking over this house?
Willie, please.
Don't take his son!
Hey, stop yelling at her!
Give my best to Oliver. He may remember.
Now, what did you have to start that for? Did you see how sweet he was as soon as you talked hopefully? Please, dear, it takes so little to make him happy. Your pajamas are hanging in the bathroom, Willie.
What a woman. They broke the mold when they made her. You know that, Biff?
He's off salary. My God, working on commission?
Well, let's face it, he's no hot-shot selling man. But you have to admit, sometimes he's a sweet personality.
Hey, listen, let me $10, will ya? I want to buy some new ties.
I'll take you to a place I know. Beautiful stuff. You can wear one of my striped shirts tomorrow.
She got awful gray. Mom got awful old. You know, I'm going to see Oliver tomorrow. I'm going to knock
Tell
him.
that to Dad.
Boy, yeah. You know, with $10,000, oh, jeez.
That's the talk, Biff. That's the first time I've heard the old confidence out of you. You're gonna live with me, kid, and I'm telling you, any baby you want, you just say the word.
Can you do anything about the shower dress?
All of a sudden, everything falls to pieces. Goddamn plumbing. Ought to be sued, those people. Hardly started putting in the thing.
I'm just wondering if Oliver will remember him. Do you think he might?
Remember him? What's the matter? You crazy? If he'd have stayed with Oliver, he'd be on top by now. Wait till Oliver gets a look at him. You don't know the average caliber anymore. The average young man today, he's got a caliber of hero. The greatest thing in the world was for him to bum around.
Welcome, dead boy. Got anything you want to say to me?
Just take it easy, Pop. Good night.
Listen, if anything falls off the table while you're talking to him, don't pick it up. They got office boys for that.
Oh, I'll make a big breakfast.
Stop. And tell him you were in business in the West, not farming.
Okay.
And don't undersell yourself. No less than 15,000.
Okay. Good night, Mom.
Because you got a greatness in you, Biff. You got a greatness.
Sleep well, darling.
I'm gonna get married, Mom. I just wanted to tell you.
You go to sleep, dear.
I just wanted to tell you.
Okay.
Remember that Ebbetsfield game? Championship of the city?
Oh, just rest, dear. Should I sing to you?
Yeah, sing to me. When the team came out, he was the tallest, remember?
Oh, yes, and all in gold.
Like a young god, Hercules, something like that. And the sun all around him. Remember how he waved to me? Right up from the field with the representatives of 3 colleges standing by, and the fires they brought. And the cheers when he came out. Loman! 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 God Almighty, he'll be great again. A star like that, magnificent, can never really fade away.
Willie, dear, what has he got against you?
I'm so tired. Don't talk anymore.
Will you ask Howard to let you work in New York?
First thing, in the morning, everything's gonna be all right. Look at the moon move between the 2 buildings. Wonderful coffee. Meal in itself.
Can I make you some eggs?
No, take a
You look so rested, dear.
Slept like a dead one. First time in months. Imagine sleeping at 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Boys up nice and early.
Oh, yeah. We're out of the house at 8 o'clock.
Good work.
Biff was very changed this morning. His whole attitude seemed to be hopeful. He couldn't wait to get down to see Oliver.
Yeah, he's headed for a change. You know, certain men, it just takes longer in life for them to get. Happy breath.
Oh, his blue suit. Oh, he's so handsome in that suit. He could be anything in that suit.
No question at all. Gee, on the way home tonight, I'd like to get some seeds.
Oh, that'd be wonderful, dear, but not enough sun gets back there. Nothing will grow anymore.
You wait, kid. Before it's all over, have a little place in the country. I'll raise some vegetables, even a couple chickens.
Oh, you'll do it yet, dear.
And they'll come visit, they'll get married, and I'll build a guest house. And, you know, because all I need is a little bit of, so my fine tools, I just need a little bit of lumber. Just a piece of lumber.
Oh, I sewed the lining.
Yeah, and I could build a second guest house too. That way they both could come. Did you mention how much he's going to ask all of them for?
Oh, he didn't mention it, but I imagined 10 or 15,000. And you're going to talk to Howard today.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to put it to him straight and simple. He's just going to have to take me off the road.
And don't forget to ask for a little advance because we've got the insurance premium. It's the grace period now.
Yeah, and that's 100 and...
108.68 because we're a little short again.
Why are we short?
Well, you had the motor job on the car,
That goddamn Studebaker.
and you got one more payment on the refrigerator.
It's broken again.
Well, it's old, dear.
I knew we should have bought a well-advertised machine. Charlie has the General Electric. It's 20 years old. Runs fine, that son of a bitch.
Willy.
Who ever heard of a Hastings refrigerator? For once in my life, I'd like to own something outright before it's broken. I'm always in a race with the junkyard. Just paid for the car and it's on its last legs. The goddamn refrigerator consumes belts like a maniac. They time those things. They time them so when they're finally paid for, they're all used up.
All told, dear, about $200 would carry us. But that includes the last payment on the mortgage, Willy. Once we make that payment, that house belongs to us.
It's 25 years.
Biff was 9 years old when we bought it.
See, that's a beautiful thing to weather a 25-year mortgage.
It's an accomplishment.
All the cement, the lumber, the reconstruction I put in this house, there ain't a crack to be found.
Well, it served its purpose.
What purpose? Some stranger comes along, moves in, that's that. Only Biff could take this house and raise a family. Well, goodbye, I'm late.
Oh, I forgot. We're supposed to meet them for dinner tonight.
Me?
Yes, at Frank's Chop House on 48th near 6th Avenue.
That's so, how about
Oh, no, just the three of you. They're going to blow you to a big meal.
you? That's so, who thought of that?
Biff came to me this morning, Willie, and he said, tell Dad we want to blow him to a big meal. You be there at 6 o'clock. You and your two boys are going to have
All
dinner.
right, well, gee whiz. I'm gonna knock Howard for a loop. You know, I'll get that little advance, come home with a New York job. God damn it, I'm gonna do it.
That's the spirit, Willie.
And I'll never have to get behind the car again.
Oh, that's awesome. You'll just do it.
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye. You got your glasses
Got my glasses.
and your handkerchief
Got my handkerchief.
and your saccharin.
Got my saccharin.
You be careful on the subway stairs.
Will you stop mending stockings from this house? You know how that crazy that thing is. Stand it.
Be careful. Remember, Frank's Chop House.
You know, I think weeds could grow out there.
Oh, Willie, you've tried so many times.
Don't work so hard.
Hello? Oh, Biff, I'm so glad you called. Yes? Sure. I just told him. Yes, he'll be there for dinner at 6 o'clock. I didn't forget. Listen, I was just dying to tell you. You know that little rubber pipe I told you about that he connected to the gas heater? Well, I finally decided to go down the cellar this morning and take it away and destroy it. But it's gone. Imagine, he took it away himself. It isn't there. Oh, when? Oh, then you took it. Oh, nothing. It's just that I'd hoped he'd taken it away himself. I'm not worried, darling. He left in such high spirits this morning. It was just like the old days. I'm not afraid anymore. Did Mr. Oliver see you? Oh, well, you wait right there then and make a nice impression on him. Just don't perspire too much before you see him. And have a nice time with Dad. Oh, that's wonderful, dear. Oh, he may have big news too. That's right, a New York job. And be sweet to him, dear, be loving, because he's only a little boat looking for a harbor. Yes. Thank you, darling. Oh, that's wonderful. You'll save his life. Just put your arm around him when he comes into the restaurant and give him a big smile. Oh, that's a boy. Oh, goodbye, dear. Oh, you've got your comb. Oh, that's fine. Yes. Goodbye, dear.
Hello, Willie. Come in.
Howard, I'd like to have a little talk.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'll be with you in a minute.
What's that?
Did you ever see one of these? A wire recorder.
Can we talk?
You record things with it. Just got delivery yesterday. It's been driving me crazy. The most terrific machine I ever saw in my life. I was up all night with it.
So, what do you do with it?
Oh, I bought it for dictation, but you can do anything with it. Listen to this. I had it home with me last night. Listen to what I picked up. The first one is my daughter. Get this. Listen to that kid whistle.
Lifelike, isn't it?
7 years old. Get that tone.
Howard, I'd like to ask a little favor.
No, you, Daddy.
Oh, she's crazy for me. That's me.
Hey, you're pretty good.
Yeah. Get this now. This is my son.
The capital of Alabama is Montgomery. The capital of Arizona is Phoenix. The capital of Arkansas is Little Rock. The capital of California is Sacramento.
And get that. Alphabetical order. Oh, wait a minute. The maid kicked the plug out.
That's certainly a...
Shh. For God's sake.
It's 9 o'clock below the watch time, so I have to go to sleep.
That really is.
Wait a minute.
Go on.
The next is my wife.
Say something. Well, you're going to talk. I can't think of anything. Well, talk. It's turning. Hello? Oh, Howard, I can't talk into this.
Well, that was my
Well,
wife.
that's certainly a wonderful machine.
I tell you, Willie, I'm going to take my camera and my bandsaw and all my hobbies, and out they go. This is the most fascinating relaxation I've ever found.
I think I might have to get one of those.
Sure, they're only $150, and we can't do without it. Suppose you wanted to listen to Jack Benny, see? Only you couldn't be at home at that hour. So you tell the maid to turn the radio on when Jack Benny comes on, and this goes on automatically with the radio.
Huh. And then when you get home?
You get home 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, anytime you like. You get yourself a Coke, have yourself a seat, flip the switch, and there's Jack Benny's program in the middle of the night.
Huh. Well, I'm definitely going to have to get one of those. I mean, when I'm in the car on the road, and I'm wondering, what am I missing on the radio?
Don't you have a radio in the car?
Yeah, but whoever thinks to turn it on.
Say, aren't you supposed to be in Boston?
Well, Howard, it's just what I really wanted to talk to
What
you
happened? What are you doing here?
Well,
You didn't crack up again now, did you?
no.
Jeez, you had me worried there for a minute. What's the trouble?
To tell you the truth, Howard, decide I'm not going to travel.
Not travel? Well, what will you do?
Well, remember when you had Christmas time when you had that party here in town?
asked if you could find a place for me here at the farm.
With us?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, I couldn't think of anything for you, Willie.
Speaking frankly, between the two of us, I'm just a little tired.
Oh, I could understand that, Willie, but you're a road man, Willie, and we do a road business. We only got a half dozen salesmen on the floor here.
God knows, Howard, never asked a favor of any man, but your father was here when I remember him carrying you in his arms.
I know that, Willie, but
You know, your father, he came to me on the day you were born and asked me what I thought of the name Howard. God rest his soul.
I appreciate that, Willie, but it's just that there's no spot here for you. If I had a spot, I'd slam you right in, but I don't got a single solitary spot.
All I need, Howard, is $50 to set my kid.
But where am I going to put you, kid?
It's not a question of merchandise. I can sell it.
No, but...
Well, you know, let me just tell you a little story.
Oh, but you got to admit, business is business.
Business is definitely business. But just listen for a minute. You don't understand this. When I was a boy, 18 or 19, I was already on the road. And there was a question in my mind whether selling had a future for me. You see, in those days, there was, I had a yearning to go to Alaska. There had been 3 gold strikes in 1 month. And I thought about going out. For the hell of it, you might say.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh, yeah, sure. My father lived in Alaska for many years. He was an adventurous man. We have a bit of a self-reliant streak in our family. I decided I'd go out with my older brother and try to locate him. You know, maybe settle up north with the old man. I was almost decided when I met a salesman in the Parker house. His name was Dave Sengley, 84 years old. And old Dave there, you understand, he would go up to his room, and at the age of 84, he drove business in 31 different states. And he put on his green velvet slippers, and I'll never forget, he'd pick up the phone and call the buyers. And at the age of 84, from his room, he would make a living. And when I saw that, I realized that for a man, that selling was the greatest career a man could want. Because what could be more satisfying than at the age of 84 to go to 20 or 30 different cities, pick up the phone, and be remembered and liked and loved by so many different people. When he died, and by the way, he died the death of a salesman, his green velvet slippers in the smoker from New York, New Haven, and Hartford, going into Boston. When he died, hundreds of buyers and salesmen went to his funeral. Things were sad on a lot of trains for months after that. Because in those days, Howard, business had a personality to it. You know, people were respectful. They had comradeship, gratitude in it. Today, it's all cut and dry. Where friendship doesn't come to bear, or personality. I'm telling you, they don't know me anymore.
That is just the thing, Willie.
Howard, all I need is $40. $40 a week.
Kid, I can't take blood from a stone. I can't.
Listen, when Al Smith was nominated, your father came to
I've
me.
got people to see.
I'm talking about your father here. There were promises made across this desk. Don't tell me you've got other people to see. You can't eat an orange and throw the peel away. A man is not a piece of fruit. Now listen. Your father, in 1928, I had a big year.
I average $170 a week.
Now, Will, you never...
I average $170 a week. Your father came to me in this office, and he put his arm around me.
You're gonna have to excuse me, Willie. I've got people to see. Pull yourself together. I'll be back in a little while.
Pull myself together. How's that? Was I yelling at him? Oh, Frank. You remember what he said to me, Frank? You know when you put your arms again around my shoulder, Frank? Don't you remember? Howard! Howard!
What happened?
Shut it off! Shut it off!
Look, Willie.
I just need some coffee. I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Willie, look.
All right, I'll go to Boston, Howard.
Willie, you can't go to Boston for us.
Why not?
I don't want you to represent us. I've been meaning to tell you for a long time.
Howard, are you firing me?
I think you need a good long rest.
Howard.
And when you feel better, come back, and maybe we can work something out.
What am I gonna do? I mean,
Where are your sons? Why don't you ask your sons for help?
well, they're working on a very big deal.
This is no time for false pride, Willie. You go to your sons and you tell them you're tired. You've got a couple of great boys, haven't you?
Oh, no question, no question.
Oh,
But in the
that's
meantime,
that, that's that.
no, Howard, you gotta let me go to Boston.
No! No.
Howard, I can't go to my boys. I'm not a cripple.
Look, kid, I'm busy this morning.
Howard, you've gotta let me go.
I've got a line of people to see this morning. Sit down. Sit. Take 5 minutes. Pull yourself together. And then go home. Will you? I need the office, will you? Oh, yeah, and whenever you can next week, stop by and drop off the samples. You'll feel better, and you'll come back. Pull yourself together, kid. There's people outside.
Oh, Ben! How did you do it? What's the answer? Did you wind up the Alaska deal already?
Doesn't take much time if you know what you're doing. It was just a short business trip. I'm boarding ship in an hour, and I just stopped to say goodbye.
Ben, I need to talk to you.
I haven't the time with you.
Ben, things aren't working out. I don't know what to do.
Now look here, William. I bought timberland in Alaska, and I need a man to look after things for me up there.
God, timberland. Me and my boys in the grand country.
You've got a new continent at your doorstep. Get out of these cities. They're nothing but talk, time payments, courts of law. Screw on your fist and you can fight for fortune.
Linda! Linda! Linda!
Yes, yes. Oh, you're back.
I only have a few minutes.
He's got a proposition for me in Alaska.
But he's got a beautiful job right here.
But Alaska kid.
You're doing well enough, Willie.
Enough for what, my dear?
Don't say those things to him. Enough to be happy right here, right now. You're well liked and the boys love you, and someday, why, old man Wagner said to you just the other day that if you keep it up, you'll be a member of the firm, didn't he, Willie?
Yes. Member of the firm, Ben, he said I'm building something. If I'm building something, I must be on the right track, mustn't I?
What are you building? Lay your hands on it. Where is it?
It's true, Linda. It's nothing.
Why, Willie, there's a man 84 years old.
That's right, Ben. When I look at him, what is there to worry about? Bah! But Ben, look at this boy.
I've got to go.
Ben, without a penny to his name, 3 great universities want him. Because Ben, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And a smile on your face. It's contacts, Ben, contacts. The wealth of Alaska passes over the table at the Commodore Hotel. It's the wonder of this country, that a man can end up with diamonds for just being liked. That's right, boy, that's what's important. When you're out on the field today, they are going to love you and watch you. And Ben, when he gets out in the business world, his name will ring out like a bell. I've seen it, Ben. The doors will open up. I've seen it 1,000 times. It's not like timber, but it's there.
William, there's a new continent at your doorstep. You could walk out rich. Rich!
Ben, am I right, Ben? Am I right? I value your advice. We'll do it here, Ben. We'll do it here.
Oh, gee, I was afraid you left already.
What time is it?
It's 1:30.
Well, come on, everybody. Next stop, Emmons Field.
Did you pack fresh underwear?
I want to go. Biff, I'm carrying your helmet, ain't I?
No, I'm carrying the helmet.
Oh, Biff, you promised me.
I'm carrying the helmet.
How am I going to get in the clubhouse?
Well, let him carry the shoulder guards.
Can I, Biff? Because I told everybody I'm going to be in the locker room.
At Evans Field, it's called the clubhouse.
I'm at the clubhouse. Biff!
Biff!
Let him carry the shoulder guards.
Okay, stay close to us now.
Okay, now remember, when Biff comes out, everybody stand and wave. You ready, boy?
I'm ready, Papa. Every muscle's ready.
You know what today means?
That's right, Papa.
Now, today, you're coming home captain of the All-Scholastic Championships team of the city of New York.
Hey, that's right, pal. And remember, when I take my helmet off, that touchdown is for you.
All right, everybody, let's go, let's go. We don't have any room for you, Charlie.
Room for what?
The car. We're not free in the car.
Oh, you going for a ride? I wanted to shoot some casino.
Casino? You know what today is?
Oh, he knows, Willie. He's just kidding you.
There's nothing to kid about.
Oh, Linda, what's going on?
He's playing in Evans Field.
Baseball in this weather?
Don't ignore it. Let's go, let's go.
Wait a minute, didn't you hear the news?
What?
Don't you listen to your radio? Evans Field just blew up. Knock a homer, Biff. Knock a homer.
That's not funny, Charlie. You know
Oh.
what, today, this is the most important game in his life.
Willie, when are you gonna grow up?
Say that to me again, you ignoramus. You know, you'll be laughing out the other side of your face after this game. It's gonna be another Red Grange, you know, 25,000 a year.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Willie, but tell me just one thing. Who is Red Grange?
Put up your hands, goddammit! Put up your hands! You big stupid! Put up your hands! Why are you walking away? Don't walk away from me! Don't walk away! Are you laughing at me? I see you laughing at me! Don't walk away! Walk away, goddammit! Touchdown! I see you! What are you doing? Don't be doing that. I see you laughing at me.
You'll be laughing out the other side of your face, goddammit! Touchdown! Touch! 80,000 people! Touchdown! Touch! Right between the goal!
Hello, Uncle Willie.
Bernard,
How are you? Good to see you.
what are you doing?
Oh, just dropped by to see Pop. Get off my feet till my train leaves.
Is he
Good.
in?
Yeah, he's in his office with the accountant. Sit down.
What are you doing in Washington?
Oh, just a case I've got there, Willie.
Playing tennis too?
I'm staying with a friend who's got a court.
No kidding. Their own tennis court? Must be fine people, I bet.
They are. Very nice. Dad tells me Biff's in town.
Yeah? Yeah. Biff's in.
What's Biff doing?
Doing big things out in the West. Decided to establish himself here. We're having dinner. I hear your wife had a boy.
That's right, our second.
No kidding. 2 boys.
What kind of deal has Biff got?
Oh yeah. He's meeting with Bill Oliver, big sporting goods guy. He wants Biff very badly. Had him come in from the West. Long distance. Carte blanche. Special delivery. Yeah, he's wants Biff very badly. You know, Bernard, it's really something to see. You made it great. A young man like you, it's really very big news for Biff, you know. And Bernard,
What is it, Willie?
Bernard, what's the secret?
What secret?
You were his. Why do you lay down? Why?
I wouldn't know that, Willie.
You know, I don't understand it. You know, you were his friend. You were his boyhood friend. You know, ever since that Ebbets Field game, the age of 17, he's never done anything.
He never trained himself for anything.
No. He took correspondence courses and, you know, radio, techniques, mechanics, television, all God knows what else, and
Really?
never been the slightest mark.
Do you want to talk candidly?
Bernard, I value you as your friend. I value your advice.
Oh, the hell with the advice, Willie. I couldn't advise you. There's just one thing I've always wanted to ask. When he was supposed to graduate, and that math teacher flunked him.
Son of a bitch ruined his life.
Yeah, but Willie, all he had to do was go to summer school and make up that class.
That's right. That's right.
Did you tell him not to go to summer school?
Me? I begged him to go. I ordered him to go.
Then why wouldn't he go?
Why? That question has trailed me like a ghost for 15 years.
Take it easy.
Why? I don't know why. Was it me, Bernard? It keeps going around my head. Was it something I said?
Take it so hard. Listen, Willie. I remember. It was June. And our grades came out. And he flunked math.
That son of a bitch.
No, it wasn't right then. Biff just got very angry at him. He was ready to go to summer school. He wasn't beaten by it at all. But then, Willie, he disappeared from the blog for almost a month. And I remember thinking that maybe he'd gone up to New England to see. Did he ever talk with you then, Willie? Willie?
Yeah, he came to Boston. What about it?
Well, it's just that when he came back, I'll never forget this. It always mystifies me. Because I thought so well of Biff, even though he'd always taken advantage of me. I loved him, Willie, you know? And then he came back after that month, and he took his sneakers. You remember those sneakers with University of Virginia printed on the side?
Yeah.
And he took them, down in the cellar and burned them up in the furnace. We had a fist fight. It lasted at least half an hour, just the two of us punching each other down the cellar and crying right through it. I've often thought how strange it was that I knew he'd given up his life. What happened in Boston? I only ask because you brought it up.
Nothing. What do you mean what happened in Boston? What's that got to do with anything?
Now don't get sore.
Don't... Is it my fault that the boy lay down?
Now Willie, don't get...
Don't talk to me this way, Bernard. Don't say it. What happened?
Hey, you didn't miss that train.
Okay, I'm going. Thanks, Pop. So long, Willie. Don't take it so hard. And remember, if at first you don't succeed,
Yeah, I believe in that.
but sometimes, Willie, sometimes it's better for a man just to walk away.
Walk away?
That's right.
What if you can't walk away?
I guess that's when it's tough. Goodbye, Willie.
By the way.
Hey, what do you think of this kid? Can argue a case in front of the Supreme Court.
Pop.
Oh, the Supreme Court.
So long.
Knock him dead, Bernard. Knock him dead.
No, the Supreme Court. He didn't even mention it.
He didn't have to. He's gonna do it.
He never paid any attention to him. No interest of any kind.
My secret, Willie, I never took any interest in anything. Here's some money. $50. I've got an account inside.
Charlie, I need $110 to pay my insurance. You know, I take it out of the account, but Linda would...
Willie, listen.
Look, I appreciate everything you've done.
Sit down, Willie.
I keep track of every penny.
Willie, what are you doing?
Well, I simply,
What is going on in your head? I offered you a job. You make $50 a week, and it won't send you on the road.
I don't want a job. I have a job.
Without pay. What kind of a job is a job without pay? Now listen, kid, I'm no genius, but I know when I'm being insulted.
Insulted.
Why won't you work for me?
I've got a job. What the hell's the matter with you?
Willie, what are you coming in here every week for?
You don't want me coming in here.
I offered you a job.
I don't want your goddamn job.
Willie, when are you gonna grow up?
Talk to me again like that and I'll rap you. I don't care how big you are.
How much do you need?
Charlie, strapped. Strapped. I don't know what to do. I was fired today.
Howard fired you?
That's not nose. I even named him Howard.
Willie, when are you gonna realize them things don't matter? You named him Howard, but you can't sell that. The only thing you got in this world is what you can sell. Funny thing is, you're a salesman, you don't know that.
Well, I always had a philosophy that, you know, if you're impressive and well-liked...
Why must everyone like you? Who liked J.P. Morgan? Was he impressive? In a Turkish bath, he looked like a butcher. But with his pockets on, he was very well liked. Now look, Willie, I know you don't like me very much. And nobody can say I'm in love with you, but I'm going to give you a job because, well, just for the hell of it. What do you say?
Can't work for each other.
What, jealous of me? You've been jealous of me your whole life, you damn fool. Here. Pay your insurance. I got work to do.
Keeping strict accounts.
Take care of yourself and pay your insurance.
And funny, through all the highways, the trains, and the appointments, in all the years, you're worth more dead than alive.
Willie, nobody's worth nothing dead. You hear what I say? Willie!
Apologize to Bernard. He's a good boy. They're all good boys. They'll all play tennis together someday or something, and wish me luck, Charlie. I'm seeing Bill Oliver today.
Good luck.
You're the only friend I got, Charlie. Isn't that remarkable?
Jesus.
So how's it coming, Stanley?
It's a dog's life. I only wish during the war they would take me in the army. I could have been dead by now.
My brother's back, Stanley.
Oh, he came back, huh? From the far west.
Yep, big cattleman, my brother, so treat him right. And my father's coming too.
Oh, your father too?
Yes, so I want some lobsters.
Oh yeah, we got those, 100% beef.
I want them with the claws.
I don't deal you, no mice, you know that. How about a glass of wine? We'll put a head on the meal.
No. Stanley, you remember that recipe I brought you from overseas with the champagne in it?
Oh yeah, sure. I got that tacked up here at the kitchen. Cost you $1 a piece anyway.
That's all right.
So, would you hit a number or something?
No, it's a little celebration. My brother is... I think you pulled off a big deal today. I think we're going into business together.
Family business? That's amazing. Because a family business.
That's what I think.
Because what's the difference? Someone steals, it's in the family. It's like that bartender over there. Boss is going crazy. What kind of leak he's got in his cash register? Goes in. They don't come out.
Shh.
What?
Notice I wasn't looking right or left, was I?
No.
And my eyes were closed.
I don't see what you're...
Strudel's coming.
I don't... Gee, how'd you know?
I got a radar or something. Stanley.
That is for you, Mr. Loman.
Look at your mouth. Binoculars.
Got a life.
Wait on her.
Could I get you a menu, miss?
Oh, I'm waiting for someone, but I would love...
Why don't you bring her... Excuse me, miss. I sell champagne, and I'd like you to try my brand. Bring her champagne, Stanley.
That's awfully nice of you.
Don't mention it. It's all company money.
Say, that's a charming product to be selling, isn't it?
Gets to be like everything. Selling is selling.
I suppose.
Do you sell?
No, I don't sell.
Would you object to a compliment from a stranger? You ought to be on a magazine cover.
I have that.
See what I say before, Stanley. She's a cover girl.
I can see that.
What magazine?
Oh, a lot of them.
Well, you know what they say in France. Champagne's the drink with the complexion. Hi, Biff.
Hi, hello kid. Sorry I'm late.
I just got here myself. Miss
Forsyth.
Forsyth, this is my brother.
Is Dad here?
His name is Biff. He's a great football player. You might have heard of him.
Oh, really? What team?
Are you familiar with football?
No, I'm afraid I'm not.
Then Biff's the quarterback for the New York Giants.
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
Good health.
I'm happy to meet you.
That's my name, Hal. Well, I mean, it's really Harold, but down at West Point they call me Happy.
Oh, I see. How do you do?
Is Dad coming?
You want her?
Oh no, I could never make that.
There's a time that thought would never cross your mind, Biff. Where's the old confidence?
Look, I just saw.
No, I gotta hear the old confidence first. Do you want her? She's on call.
No.
Honey, watch this. Honey, are you busy?
Well, I am, but I can make a phone call.
Do that, honey, will you? We'll be here for a while. And remember, Biff's one of the greatest football players in the country.
Well, I'm certainly happy to meet you.
Come back soon.
I'll try.
Don't try, honey. Try hard. Now, isn't that a shame? Beautiful girl like that. That's why I can't get married. Not a good woman in 1,000. New York's loaded with them, kid.
Hal, look.
I told you she was on call, didn't I?
Hey, cut it out, will ya? I want to tell you something.
Did you see Oliver?
I saw him all right. And now look, there's a couple things I want to tell Dad, and I want you to help me.
What, is he gonna back you?
Are you crazy? You're out of your goddamn head. You know that?
Why, what happened?
I did a terrible thing today, Hap. It's the strangest day I've ever been through. I'm all numb, I swear.
You mean you didn't see him?
No, I waited 6 hours for him, see, all day. I kept sending my name in. He even tried to date his secretary to get me to him, but no soap.
It's because you're not showing the old confidence, Biff. He remembered you, didn't he?
Finally, about 5 o'clock, he comes out. Didn't remember who I was or anything. I felt like such an idiot, Hap.
Well, did you tell him my Florida idea?
He walked away. I saw him for 1 minute. I got so mad I could have torn the walls down. How the hell did I ever get the idea I was a salesman there? I didn't even believe myself I'd been a salesman for him. He gave me one look and I realized what a ridiculous lie my whole life has been. We've been talking in a dream for 15 years. I was a shipping clerk.
What'd you do?
Well, he left, see, and the secretary went out. I was all alone in the waiting room. Next thing I know, I don't know what came over me, Hap. I'm in his office. It paneled walls, everything. I can't explain it. I took his fountain pen.
Jeez! Did he catch you?
I ran out. I ran down all 11 flights. I just ran and ran and ran.
Biff, that was an awful dump. What'd you do that for?
I don't know. I wanted to take something. I don't know, Happy. You gotta help me. I'm gonna tell Pop.
Are you crazy? What for?
Well, he's gotta understand I'm not the man that somebody lends that kind of money to. He thinks I've been spiting him all these years and it's eating him up.
That's just it. You tell him something nice.
Oh, I can't.
Say that you have a lunch date with Oliver tomorrow.
So what do I do tomorrow?
You leave the house tomorrow morning. You come back tomorrow night. You say Oliver's thinking it over. He thinks it over for a while. It gradually fades away and nobody's the worst.
But it'll go on forever.
Dad is never so happy as when he's looking forward to something. Hey, Scout!
Gee, I haven't been in here in years.
Stanley!
Sit down. Pop, you want a drink?
Sure, I don't mind.
Yeah, let's get a load on.
You look worried.
Oh, no. Scotch all around it. Make it doubles.
Doubles, right.
Looks like you had a couple already.
Just a couple, yeah.
Everything okay, boy? What happened?
Pal, I had an experience today.
Terrific, Pop.
That's so. What happened?
Well, I'm gonna tell you everything from first to last. It's been a strange day. I had to wait quite a while for him, see, and...
Oliver?
Yeah, Oliver, yeah. All day as a matter of cold fact, and a lot of instances... Well, facts, Papa. Facts about my life came back to me. Who was it? Whoever said I was a salesman? Bill Oliver.
Well, you were,
No, Dad, I was a shipping clerk.
practically.
Hey, Dad, I don't know who said it first, but I was never a salesman with Bill Oliver.
What are you talking about?
Hey, let's hang on to the facts tonight. Now, we're not going to get anywhere bowling around. I was a shipping clerk.
All right, now listen to me.
Why don't you let me finish?
I don't care about the stories of the past or crap of that kind because the woods are burning, boys. There's a big blaze all around. I was fired today.
How could you be?
I was fired, and I'm looking for a little good news to tell your mother because the woman has waited, and the woman has suffered. And the gist of it is, I don't have anything left in my head to tell her. So I'm not interested in a lecture from you of facts and aspects of those kinds. What have you got to tell me? Did you see Oliver?
Jesus, Dad.
You didn't go up there?
Sure, he went up there.
I did, I saw him. How could they fire you?
What kind of a welcome
They
did he give?
won't even let you work on commission?
I'm out. Did he give you a warm welcome?
Well, it was kind of, I mean,
So he remembered you then? Imagine, hasn't seen the guy in 10 or 12 years and gives him that kind of a warm welcome?
Damn right.
Pop, look, I gotta tell you something.
Well, you want to know why he remembered you? It's because you impressed him in those days.
Hey,
That's why.
let's talk quietly and get down to the facts, huh?
Well, what happened? That's good news, Biff. Did he talk to you in his office or was it in the waiting room?
Well, he came in, see.
I bet you he put his arm around you.
I
you know?
kinda.
Well, it's a fine man. Very hard man to see, you know.
Oh, I know.
Well, is that where you had some of those drinks?
Yeah, he gave me a couple. No,
He told him my Florida idea.
Don't interrupt. What do you think you... How do you react to the floor right here?
Will you just give me a minute to explain?
I've been waiting to you to explain since I got here. What happened?
Well,
You didn't see him, did you?
No, I did see him.
And you insulted him? You insulted him, didn't you?
Listen, will you let me out of it? Will you just let me out of it?
What the hell?
What happened?
I can't talk to him.
Mrs. Loman! Mrs. Loman!
Tell him what happened.
Shut up and leave me alone.
If you hadn't flunked math.
What math? What are you talking about?
Mrs.
Math,
Loman!
math,
Mrs.
math,
Loman!
math.
Hey, take it easy, Pop.
Mrs. Loman!
If you hadn't flunked math, you'd be all set by now.
Hey, now listen, I'm gonna tell you everything, and you're gonna listen to me.
Mrs. Loman!
I waited 6 hours for him.
What the hell are you saying?
He wouldn't see me, so I kept sending my name in, and finally he,
Biff flunked math!
Oh, no!
Mr. Birnbaum flunked him. They won't let him graduate.
Oh, but they have to. He's got to go to the university.
No, he left. He went to Grand Central.
Where is he? Oh, Biff. Grand, you mean he went to Boston?
Is Uncle Willy in Boston?
Oh, maybe Willie can talk to the teacher. Oh, the poor boy.
and so I'm washed up with Oliver, you understand?
Sure,
Are
if you hadn't flunked,
Flunked what? What are you talking about?
what pen?
Jeez, Biff, that was awful dumb. A pen like that's worth...
You took Oliver's pen.
Dad, I just explained it to you.
You stole Bill Oliver's
Well,
pen.
I didn't exactly steal it.
He had it in his hands and just then Oliver walked in, so he stuck it in his pocket.
My God.
Well, I never intended to do it, Dad.
Standish Arms, good evening.
I'm not in.
Oh, hey, Pop, what's the matter?
Ringing Mr. Loman for you.
I'm not in.
Hey, I'll make
Go away.
I'll make good. Sit down now.
You're no good. You're no good for anything.
What I am, Pop. I am. I'll find something else. You understand? Now, don't worry about anything.
Mr. Loman does not answer.
No!
He'll strike something, Pop!
No!
Pop, listen to me. I'm telling you something good. Are you listening? Hey, Oliver, he talked to his partner about the Florida idea. He talked to his partner and they came to me. I'm gonna be all right, you hear? Are you listening? He said it was just a question of the amount.
Then you got it.
He's gonna be terrific, Pop.
You got it. You got it.
No, look, I'm supposed to have lunch with him tomorrow. I'm just telling you this so that you know that I can still make an impression, Pop. But I can't go tomorrow, see?
Why can't you?
The pen, Pop.
You just tell him it was an oversight.
Sure, have lunch with him tomorrow.
I can't say that.
You know, you tell me you're doing a crossword puzzle and you accidentally put it in your pocket.
Listen, kid, I took those balls years ago and now I walk in with this fountain pen. That clinches it, don't you see? I can't face him like that. I'll try elsewhere.
Paging Mr. Loman.
You don't want to be anything.
How can I go back?
You don't want to be anything, is that it?
Don't take it that way. You think it was easy for me walking back in there? A team of horses couldn't have dragged me back with Bill Oliver.
And why you go?
Why did I go? Well, why did I go? Look at you. Look at what's become of you.
Are you spiting me?
Don't take it that way, goddammit.
You're spiting me!
Hey, I'm no good, Pop. Hey, cut it out, both of you! Now, cut it out! Sit down. You're in a restaurant. Hi, miss. Welcome back. Have a seat.
Willie, aren't you going to wake up?
How are you, miss? What do you drink?
Oh, I may not be able to stay long. I have to get up real early in the morning. I got jury duty. I'm so excited. You fellas ever been on a jury?
No, but I've been in front of him. This is my father.
Oh, isn't he cute? Sit down with us, Pop.
Sit him down, Biff.
Yeah, hey, to hell with it, slugger. Drink us under the table. Come on, sit down, pal.
Willie, aren't you going to answer the door?
Open the door.
The door?
The washroom. The door. Where's?
Just go straight down.
Come on, Willie. Aren't you going to get up? Come on, Willie. Time to get up.
You know, I think it's real cute you bring your daddy along.
Miss Forsythe, you've just seen a prince walk by, a fine, troubled prince, a hard-working, unappreciated prince, a pal, you understand? A good companion, always for his boys.
That's so sweet.
Well, miss, what's the program? We're wasting time. Come on, gather around, Biff. Where would you like to go?
Wait, why don't you do something for him?
Me?
Don't you give a damn for him, Hap?
I'm the one who decides.
I sense it. You don't give a good goddamn about him. Look what I found in the cellar, for Christ's sake. How can you bear to let it go on?
Me? Who runs off? Who
Yeah, but he doesn't mean anything to you. You could help him. I can't. Don't you understand what I'm talking? He's gonna kill himself. Don't you know that?
Don't I know it? Me?
Help him! Jesus! Help him! Help me! God, help me! I can't bear to look at his face.
Where are you going?
What is he so mad at?
Don't worry. He'll cool off.
Well, I don't like that temper of his.
He's just a little overstrung. It's all right. We'll catch up to him.
Don't answer. Don't answer.
Don't you want to tell your father?
No, he's not my father. He's just some guy. Don't worry, honey. We'll catch up to Biff. We're gonna paint this down.
Stop laughing. Will you stop?
Are you going to answer the door? He'll wake the whole hotel.
I'm not expecting anybody.
Oh, why don't you have another drink, honey? Stop being so self-centered.
I'm so lonely.
You know, you ruined me. From now on, whenever you come to the office, I'll send you right through to the buyers. No waiting at my desk anymore. You ruined me.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say.
Gee, you are self-centered. Why so sad? You are the saddest self-centered soul I ever did see. So, come on, Dermot boy. It's silly to be getting dressed in the middle of the night.
Aren't you going to answer the door?
Now they're knocking on the wrong door.
But I felt the knocking, and he heard us talking in here. Maybe the hotel's on fire.
Nah, it's a mistake.
Well, then tell them to go away. It's getting on my nerves, Willy. There's somebody out there, and it's getting on my nerves.
All right, come on. Go into the bathroom. And don't come out. I think there's a law in Massachusetts about this, so don't come out. Could be that new night clerk downstairs. He is so mean, so don't come out. It's a mistake. There's no fire.
Hey, Bev, why didn't you answer?
What are you doing here in Boston?
Why didn't you answer? I've been knocking for 5 minutes. I tried calling on the phone.
I had the door shut. I was in the bathroom. Is everything okay at home?
Dad, I let you down.
Oh. What's going on, boy? Let's go downstairs and get your mom.
Dad! I flunked math.
The term?
The term, I haven't got enough credits to graduate.
And Bernard didn't give you the answers?
Well, he did. He tried, but I only got a 61.
And they wouldn't give you the 4 points?
Birnbaum refused absolutely. I begged him, Pop, but he won't give me those points. You gotta talk to him before they close the school, because if he saw the kind of man you are and you talked to him in your way, I'm sure he'd come through for me. You see, the trouble is that the class came right before practice and I didn't go enough. Would you talk to him? He'd like you, Pop. You know the way you can talk.
Okay, yeah, and you're on. We'll just,
Good work,
we'll get there
Dad.
first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll change it for you. See, well, the reason he hates me, Pop, one day he was late for class and I got up in front of the blackboard and I imitated him. I crossed my eyes and talked with a lisp.
What did the kids think of that?
They nearly died laughing.
So what did you do?
The square root of 63 is... And right in the middle he walked in.
Hey, go downstairs right now. Tell the night clerk we're checking out.
Is somebody in there?
No, it's party next door.
No, I know somebody got in your bathroom.
Can I come in? There's something in the bathtub, Willy, and it's moving.
Oh, yes, they must be done. Yeah. They were painting a room and I let her use my bathroom. Take a shower. Yeah. This is Miss Francis. She's a buyer. They were painting a room and I let her use the shower. You understand?
But I can't go out there. I've got to get dressed. I can't go out there like... But my clothes, I can't go out there like this naked. Where are my stockings, Bill? You promised me stockings.
I have no stockings here.
You had 2 boxes of size 9 shears for me, and I want them.
For God's sake, here you go. Now get out of here.
I
Go.
just hope there's no one out in the hall. That's all I hope. Are you baseball or football?
Football.
Yeah, me too. Good night.
Okay, boy. Well, we gotta get going there. We'll get down there first thing in the morning. I'll grab my suit, you get my valise. Go tell the night clerk we're checking out. What's the matter?
Unknown caller.
Oh, buddy. You're, just, listen up. She's a buyer. She needs Simmons. You know, they show merchandise in a room, so it has to be kept just so, don't you? You can't imagine. Listen. I want you to get my suits. And that's an order. Why are you crying? Listen. Is that what you do when they give you an order? Start crying? Oh, jeez. I gave you an order, Pip. Now listen. Don't overemphasize this. Don't overemphasize this at all. No. We gotta get going. We're gonna see Birnbaum first thing in the morning.
Never mind.
Listen. I gotta talk to Birnbaum to give you those 4 points. You need those for the University of
We
Virginia.
wouldn't listen to you.
No, come on. You want to be able to go to college, huh?
I'm not going to college.
Well, listen, if he won't give you the 4 points, you can make it up in summer school, buddy.
Dad.
My boy.
Dad.
I was lonely. I was terribly lonely.
You gave her Mama stockings.
I gave you an order!
Don't touch me, you liar!
Apologize for that!
You fake, you funny little fake, you fake!
Biff! Get back here, goddammit! I'll whip you! Biff! I'll beat you! I'll beat you! I gave you an order!
Let's pick it up, Mr. Loman. Come on. That's right. Your boys left with the chippies. They said they'll be at the house.
Where were we supposed to have dinner?
Can you make it? You look all right. That's all right, Mr. Loman. Your son's already paid me. Mr. Loman, that's quite all right.
Here.
No,
Take
Mr.
the
Loman,
rest
no,
of it.
that's,
I don't need it.
Mr. Loman. It's all right. Your son's took care of it. It's fine.
Is there a seed store in the area?
Seeds like plant ground.
Yes. Carrots.
There's a hardware store up on 6th Avenue, but it might be a little bit too late. There's also one down the street. Mr. Loman!
I've got nothing planned. I need to go. I need to
Mr.
get
Loman,
seeds.
are you sure that you can...
It's late. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Mom, what are you doing up? Where's Dad? Is he asleep?
Where were you?
We met a girl tonight, Mom. Very fine type. Oh, we also brought you some flowers. Here, put them in your room, Ma. What'd you do that for? I want you to have some flowers.
Don't you care whether he lives or dies?
Come upstairs.
Get away from me. What are you talking about, lives or dies? Nobody's dying around here, pal.
Get out of my sight. Get out of here.
Where's the boss? I gotta see him.
You're not going near him.
Where is he?
You invite him for dinner, he looks forward to it all day, and then you desert him there? There's no stranger you do that to.
Why? He had a swell time with us. Listen, the day I desert him, I hope I don't outlive the day.
Did you have to go to women tonight?
Now look, Mom.
You and your rotten, lousy whores.
All we did was follow Biff around and try to cheer him up. Boy, some night you gave me.
Get out of here, both of you. And don't come back. I don't want you tormenting him anymore. Go on. Get your things together. You can sleep in his apartment. And pick up this stuff. I'm not your maid anymore. Pick it up, you bum, you. You're a pair of animals. There's not one, not another living soul who would have the cruelty to walk out on that man in a restaurant.
Is that what he said?
He didn't have to say anything. He was so humiliated when he came in, he nearly limped.
Why? Shut up!
And you didn't even go in to see if he was all right.
No, it didn't. I didn't do a damn thing. How do you like that? I left him babbling in a toilet.
You louse, you!
Yeah, now you hit it on the nose. The scum of the earth, and you're looking at him.
Get out of here.
No, I gotta see the boss.
You're not talking to him.
No, we're gonna have an abrupt conversation,
You're not
him and
talking
me.
to him. Will you please leave him alone?
What is he doing out there?
He's planting the garden.
Now? Oh my God.
Carrots, 1/4 inch. 1 foot rows, 1 foot. Lettuce. Beets. 1 foot. What a proposition. Terrific. Terrific. Because the woman has suffered, Ben. The woman has suffered. And a man can't go out the way he came in. A man has got to add up to something. You can't. Don't answer quickly, Ben. You gotta think through this. It's a $20,000 proposition. I want to go over all the ins and outs of this with you, Ben. Because I got no one to talk to. And the woman has suffered. Do you hear what I say?
What's the proposition?
It's 20,000 on the barrelhead, guaranteed, gilt edge. You understand?
You don't want to make a fool of yourself, William. They might not honor the policy.
How would they dare? Didn't I work like a coolie and make all the premiums on the nose?
It's called a cowardly thing, William.
Does it take more to stand here and ring up to 0?
That's a point, William. 20,000. It is something that one can feel with the hand. It is there.
Then, that's the beauty of it. It's like a diamond shining in the dark. Hard and rough. Something that you can pick up and touch with the hand. Not like an appointment. Not like another damn fool appointment. In all the aspects. And because he thinks I'm worth nothing. And so he spikes me so. But the funeral, Ben, the funeral will be massive. They'll come from Maine, Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Hampshire. All the old timers with their strange license plates. And the boy will be thunderstruck because I am known. Rhode Island, New York, New Jersey. I am known, Ben. And the boy will see it once and for all. He will see, Ben, what a shock for that boy.
He'll call you a coward
No, that would be terrible.
and a damn fool.
No, he mustn't. I won't have it.
He'll hate you, William.
Ben, why can't we go back? to the times of light and camaraderie, to the sleigh rides in winter, the ruddiness in his cheeks, where he used the good times that we had. Always something good to look forward to. And where he was always there to lug my valises in the house and to Simonize that little red car. Ben, why can't he give him something and not have him hate me for it?
I still have some time. Let me think about it. It's a remarkable proposition. But you've got to be sure that you don't make a fool of yourself.
Where are my seats? Can't see a thing in this goddamn neighborhood. The way they box us in here, Fritz.
Hey, there are people all around here. Don't you realize that?
I'm busy. Leave me alone.
I'm saying goodbye, Papa. I'm not coming back.
But he got an appointment.
Dad, I've got no appointment.
He put his arm around me.
Hey, Pop, get this now, will you? Every time I've left, it's been a fight that sent me out of here. Today I realized something about myself. I tried explaining it to you, and I just don't think I'm smart enough to make any sense out of it for you. To hell with whose fault it is or anything like that. Let's wrap it up, huh? Come on inside. We'll tell Mom.
No, I don't want to see her.
Hey, come on.
No, I don't want to see her.
Why don't you want to see her?
Don't bother me.
Come on, why don't you want to see her? You don't want him calling you yellow, do you? It's not your fault, it's me. I'm a bum. Now come inside, we'll tell Mom. Did you hear what I said?
Did you plant, dear?
All right, we had it out. I'm leaving and I'm not writing anymore.
I think it's the best, Willie. There's no use drawing it out. You'll just never get along.
People ask where I am and what I'm doing. You don't know and you don't care. And that way it can be off your mind. You can start brightening up again, all right? Now that clears it, doesn't it? What do you say, Scout? Wish me luck.
Shake his hand, Willie.
No need to mention a pen at all, you know.
I've got no appointment, Dad.
He put his arm around you.
Hey, shake hands.
Not my hand.
I was hoping not to go this way.
This is the way you're going. Goodbye. May you run hell if you leave this house!
Exactly what is it you want from me?
What I want you to know is on the trains, and in the mountains, and in the valleys, wherever you go, that you cut your life down for spite!
No.
Spite is the word of your undoing. And when you're down and out, and when you're rotting behind those railroad tracks, don't blame me for it!
I'm not blaming you.
I won't take the rap, you hear?
No, that's just what I'm telling you.
You just... Oh, right. Oh.
All right, phony. Let's lay it all on the line. Are you crazy? Don't move it. Leave it there.
What's that?
You know goddamn well what that is.
Never saw it.
You saw it. Mice didn't bring it in from the cellar. Well, what's this supposed to do? Make a hero out of you? This is supposed to make me feel sorry for you? There'll be no pity for you. You hear it? No, cut it now! The man don't know who we are. The man is gonna know. We never told the truth in this house for 10 minutes.
We always told
Oh, you big blow. What are you, the assistant buyer? You're one of the two assistants to the assistant, aren't you?
I am
You're practically full of it. We all are, and I'm through with it. Now hear this, Willie. This is me.
I know you.
You know why I had no address for 3 months? I stole a suit in Kansas City and I was in jail. Oh, stop crying. I'm through with it.
Suppose that's my fault.
I stole myself out of every good job since high school. And I never got anywhere because you blew me so full of hot air, I could never stand taking orders from anybody. That's whose fault it is.
That's what... Yeah. Whose fault's that?
I had to be boss big shot in 2 weeks and I'm through with it.
I hear that. So spite yourself. Hate yourself for spite.
himself, Willy. I ran down 11 flights with a pen in my hand today. Do you hear me? Suddenly I stopped. And in the middle of that office building, hey, do you hear this? I stopped in the middle of that building and I saw the sky. I saw the things that I love in this world, the work and the food, and the time to sit and smoke. And I looked at that pen and I said, what the hell am I grabbing this for? What am I doing trying to become what I don't want to be? Why am I in an office making a contemptuous, begging fool of myself when all I want is out there waiting for me the minute I say, I know who I am, and why can't I say that, Willy?
The door to your life is wide open.
Pop, I'm a dime a dozen, and so are you.
I am not a dime a dozen. I am Willy Loman, and you are Bill Loman.
I am not a leader of men, Willy, and neither are you. You were never anything other than a hardworking drummer who landed in the ash can like all the rest of them. I'm $1 an hour, Willy. I tried 7 states and I couldn't raise it. $1 an hour. Do you gather my meaning? I'm not bringing home any prizes anymore. You're gonna stop waiting for me to bring them home.
You vengeful, spiteful.
I'm nothing. I am nothing, Pop. Can't you understand that? There's no spite in it anymore. I'm just what I am, that's all.
What's he doing? What is he? Why is he crying?
Will you let me go, for Christ's sake? Will you take that phony dream and burn it before something happens? I'll go in the morning, just put him to bed.
Isn't that a remarkable thing? He likes me.
He loves you, Willy.
Always did, Pop.
He cried. That boy is going to be magnificent.
Outstanding. And with 20,000 behind him.
Now come to bed, Willy. It's all settled now.
Takes a brave and hardy man to crack the jungle.
I'm gonna get married, Pop. You'll see. I'm gonna change everything. I'm gonna run the department before the year's out, Mom. You'll see.
The jungle is dark but full of diamonds, Willy.
Oh, you're both good boys. Just act that way. That's all.
Good night, Pop.
Come, dear.
One must go in to fetch a diamond out.
I think it's the only way.
It's the best thing.
Best thing.
The only way. Everything's gonna be. You look awfully tired. Go on up.
It's dark but full of diamonds.
Come right along.
2 minutes.
I want you upstairs.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Love me. Isn't that a remarkable thing? He'll worship me for it. Imagine the magnificence of $20,000 in his pocket.
Willy, come up.
Yes, yes, dear. Everything's all right. It's gonna be. Even Ben sees it. Imagine when the mail comes, they'll be ahead of the guard.
Perfect proposition all around.
Yes. Yes. And he cried to me. I could just kiss him.
Willie?
Time, Willie. Time.
I always knew Biff and I would make it.
The boat, Willie, will be late.
All right, boy. I want a 70-yard boot right up the middle. And then I want you down the field. I want you to hit him low. And I want you to hit him hard. Because there's important people in the stands. There's important people. Ben, where do I? Ben, how do I?
Willie, are you coming up? Willie! Answer me, Willie!
Getting late, Linda. How about it, Mom? Better get some rest, huh? They'll be closing the gates soon.
You didn't have to do that. There was no necessity for it. It would have helped him.
Come on, Mom.
Why didn't anybody come?
It was a nice view.
Where are all the people he knew? Maybe they blame him.
No, Linda. It's a rough world. They wouldn't blame it.
Can't understand it. This time especially. First time in 35 years, we were just about free and clear. He only needed a little salary. He was even finished with the dentist.
No man needs just a little salary.
There were a lot of nice days when you come home from a trip or on Sundays, making the stoop, finishing the cellar, putting on the new porch. When you build the extra bathroom or put up the garage. You know something, Charlie? There's more of him in that front stoop than in all the sales he ever made.
Yeah, he was a happy man with a batch of cement.
He was so wonderful with his hands.
He had the wrong dreams, all wrong.
Don't say that.
The man didn't know who he was.
Nobody dashed blame this man. You don't understand. Willy Loman was a salesman. For a salesman, there's no rock bottom to the life. He don't put a bolt to a nut. He don't tell you the law or give you medicine. He's just a man out there in the blue, riding on a smile and a shoe shine. And when they start not smiling back, that's an earthquake.
Then you get a couple of spots and you're happy. And you're finished. Nobody dares to blame this man. A salesman's got the dream, boy. It comes with the territory.
The man didn't know who he was, Charlie.
Don't say that!
Look, Hap, why don't you come with me?
No, I'm not licked that easily. I'm gonna stay right here to feed this racket, the Loman brothers.
I know who I am, kid.
All right, I'm gonna show you and everyone else that Willy Loman did not die in vain. He had a good dream. The only dream you can have. To come out #1 man. And he fought it out here, and this is where I'm gonna win it. For him.
Come on, Mom.
Go on. I want Charlie, just for a minute. I want to. I never had the chance to say goodbye. Forgive me, dear. I can't cry. I don't know what it is. I can't cry. I don't understand it. Why did you ever do that? Help me, Willie. I can't cry. It seems to me you're just on another trip and I keep expecting you. Willie, dear. I can't cry. I made the last payment on the house today. Today, dear. And there'll be nobody home. We're free and clear. We're free. We're free. Free.
much for coming and supporting what is something kind of new to us. We are going to stay here on stage, and you're all welcome to come join us and have a conversation and visit the Lomans in our house.
But before we do that, we're going to give him a little present. So we all signed the original copy of our scripts that we photocopied for him. So there's, thumb through that, there's some interesting stuff in there. And that's also from us. It is a shirt that says Evansfield on it.